we are picking up with solving multi-step equations with variables on both sides. All right, notice in this problem, I have 3x, negative 12x, and 3x. Okay, this 3x and this negative 12x are both on the same side. So if you remember from a previous video, I can automatically combine those two together. They are on the same side. I don't have to change the sign. Okay, my 7 is still there. I haven't done anything with it yet. 3x plus a negative 12x is a negative 9x, which is equal to 3x plus 1. All right. So as we saw in the last video, I can either move the negative 9x or I can move the 3x. So I'm going to add 9x because it's negative, and I can easily add, and that makes my variable positive, so I don't have to worry about losing a negative. All right, so over here, I've got 7 is equal to 9 plus 3 is 12x plus 1. Okay, remember we're always moving what is either adding or subtracting first. So I'm going to minus 1 from each side. Okay, 7 minus 1, which is 6, which is equal to 12x. All right, now my 12 is multiplying to x, so I'm going to divide both sides by 12. So we get, okay, when we take 6 divided by 12, okay, 6 is not going to easily divide by 12. But both are divisible by 6. 6 divided by 6 is 1. 12 divided by 6 is 2. So we get 1/2. So x is equal to 1/2. All right, let's look at another one. Now notice with this, okay, I've got 2 sets of parentheses. So if you remember from the multi-step equation video, I'm going to need to distribute to both of those. Negative 9 times t is just negative 9t. Negative 9 times a negative 2 is a positive 18, which is equal to, okay, 4 times t is 4t. 4 times 15 is 60. It's going to be a negative 60 because that 15 is minusing. Okay, again, I have variables on both sides. This time I'm going to minus the 4t. 9 minus 4, or negative 9 minus 4 is 13, negative 13. Bring down my 18. 4 minus 4 is 0, canceling each other out. We have the negative 60. Okay, I'm going to minus 18 from both sides. Oops, miswriting my 0 there. All right, so I'm going to minus my 18 from both sides. Okay, and that gives me a negative 78. So negative 13t is equal to a negative 78. Now we're going to divide that by negative 13. Which is equal to 6. So t is equal to 6. Okay? All right, so let's look now at one with a fraction in it. Okay? So we're going to take 2/3 times 3x plus 9 equal to negative 2 times 2x plus 6. Okay, remember when I'm multiplying a fraction, take the top number times whatever I'm multiplying it to, and then divide by the bottom number. So 2 times 3 is 6. 6 divided by 3 is 2. Okay, whenever you are multiplying by the denominator, you should always end up with the numerator. All right, so 2 times 9 is 18. Divided by 3 is 6. So now we're going to take negative 2 times 2x and negative 2 times 6. Negative 2 times 2x is negative 2x. And negative 2 times 6 is a negative 6. All right, so in the last video I told you need to get your variable on the same side. So I'm going to add 2x to both sides. Okay, 2x plus 2x is 4x plus 6 is equal to, okay, negative 2 plus 2 cancels out, negative 6 comes down. Okay, I'm going to subtract 6 from both sides. Negative 6 minus 6. Okay, those canceled out. So 4x is equal to negative 12. Divide both sides by 4 because the 4 is multiplying to x. And we're undoing. Okay, 4 divided by 4 cancels out. I'm left with x is equal to negative 12 divided by 4 is negative 3. Okay. All right. So I've got 2 more examples. And then we'll be done. All right. So what am I going to do first here? Okay, 3 times 2, I'm going to distribute. 3 times 2 and 3 times negative 2. So 3 times 2 is 6. Bring down the a with it. 3 times negative 2, negative 6, which is equal to, okay, over here I'm also going to distribute. Okay, 2 times 3, which is 6a, and 2 times negative 3, which is negative 6. Okay, I've got variables on both sides of the equal sign. So I'm going to minus 6a from both sides, and it doesn't matter which one I do. All right, 6 minus 6 is 0, so those cancel each other out. I'm left with a negative 6 here, equal to 6 minus 6 equals 0. Those cancel out, and I'm again left with a negative 6. So when I get a number equal to itself, okay, that is a true statement. That is accurate. So this tells me that no matter what number I plug in for my variable, I'm going to get a true statement. So we call this all real numbers or infinite solutions. Okay. All right, so looking at our next example. Okay, so notice I've got something outside the parentheses, but I've also got variables on both sides. So we're going to start on the left side, or the side that has my parentheses, and I'm going to distribute first. Okay, so 2 times 3, which gives me 6x. 2 times 4. Okay, I still have this minus 5x, which is equal to x minus 7. Okay, so I'm going to add my like terms that are on the same side. So 6x plus a negative 5x, which leaves me with just 1x. Okay, I haven't done anything with the 8, so it needs to come down. And that is all equal to x minus 7. So I have variables on both sides. I'm going to subtract the x from both sides. Okay, x minus x, 0. So they cancel each other out. I'm left with 8 equal to, okay, again, x minus x, 0, negative 7. Okay, is this a true statement? It's not true. Okay, 8 does not equal a negative 7. So this is what we call no solution. Okay, no matter what we plug in for our x, we are not going to come out with a true statement. Okay, those are 2 special cases you will come across. All right. And that is the end of this video.